Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to keep tearing down rocketeers one mission at a time as I continue my play of XCOM: The Long War. Though, at this point, it's probably wholly unnecessary to continue my assault on rocketeers because the case for them being terrible pretty much makes itself. They're slow, they do terrible damage, and they have at most 3 uses of their primary ability per mission, which I think technically makes them worse than a rookie. Sure, a rocketeer has the ability to fire a rocket a couple of times, but the rookie has something that no rocketeer will ever have. And that thing is potential. A rocketeer becomes a steaming heap of garbage rotting in a ditch alongside a country road the moment he or she picks up the launcher. But a rookie? They're a wellspring of untapped potential. They could be anything. As long as that thing isn't a rocketeer, they're guaranteed to be more useful. I mean, just look at last episode. Atlas King was deployed for the first time ever, and despite the fact that it was his first time out of the bar as an actual trooper, he equaled Norman Failure Borlaug's kill ratio. A rookie. First time out of the box, 3 kills for Atlas King. He picks up 3. He's been on 2 missions, he has 3 kills. Let's look at Norman Failure Borlaug, shall we? 7 missions, the same number of kills as the rookie. The same number. In basically 2/7 of the time, and I wish that was a fraction that reduced itself so that it would sound more eloquent, but 2/7 is the best we can do. And also I'd like to point out, one of those 3 kills Norman Borlaug got on that 7th mission. I mean, 6 missions in, he had 2. And the kill that he got was not with a rocket. He actually shot a guy to death. So there's that as well. It's pretty damn awful. And also, just to additionally point out, I'd like to say Atlas King, not to hold anything against the little guy, but he's a scout with not a particularly amazing foot speed and at best a mediocre aim. Still outdoing the Rocketeer. So, you know, it continues to baffle me why Rocketeer apologists keep defending Rocketeers. I don't understand your case to say that they're better or different than engineers. The only thing they can do that engineers don't do better and faster is hit a wad of flying aliens that are so isolated from cover or another structure that you can't bounce a grenade off of it. And how often does that particular situation occur? Seriously, I mean, how often? How is it often enough to justify chaining a boat anchor to your team and dragging it through every single mission? Absolutely not. Rocketeers, they're a sunk opportunity cost is what they are. They're really a sunk cost, and just using them is you attempting to justify to yourself that they were worth it in the first place. Really, you should just realize that Rocketeers are terrible and only use them when you have literally no other choice. But, you know, my position is well established, and also, since the mod makers continue to make Rocketeers worse in every single iteration of the Long War, ultimately the case won't be necessary. They're going to make it for me. And also, in case I failed to mention it earlier, fuck Norman Borlaug forever, because that's a thing I need to say on a more regular basis. So let's get to scanning and fuck Norman Borlaug. I hate him so much. Xenopsionics is complete, and that is excellent for us. This gives us 2 things. 1, of course, the psionics lab, which we very much kind of needed. But 2, now that this is complete, even though we can't necessarily afford to build a psionics lab right now, and we can't, but even though we can't, it does give us 1 additional thing. Our troopers, as of right now, are going to start accumulating psionic EXP. So they start gaining EXP right now. Even though we can't necessarily use it immediately, they do start gaining it right away. We got a lot of options here that are very tempting. Alien biocybernetics is not necessarily one of those things. Gauss weapons is down to 16 days, which makes it a little tempting as well, but we definitely need to interrogate an alien. I wouldn't mind doing the muton interrogation, but sectoid interrogation gets us to the quest objective faster and honestly costs fewer resources. Now, the UFO analysis for the abductor and the harvester is also pretty fucking tempting, if I'm honest, simply because of the extra salvage we would get from downing those 2 types of vessels. But since we just fought back-to-back, I don't know if it was abductors or harvesters, and frankly I don't really think it matters. Since we just fought 2, it's probably not going to happen before we complete the research on the sectoid. So we're going to go for the quest objective option first, and then we'll take a look at these UFO analysis. Advanced body armor, though, is also real tempting, but I still think quickest interrogation is the right choice, and if nothing else, it's really going to give Dr. Valen a chance to exercise some of her sexual frustrations, because it's been almost 6 months since she's had a chance to torture a sentient being to death for her own sexual gratification, and let's just say She's got the lady equivalent of blue balls. She's really awfully pent up with a lot of much unreleased needed release. So we're going to give Dr. V a chance to get a little bit of herself back, and hopefully things will be a little less tense down in the research lab once Dr. V has achieved several dozen consecutive orgasms. So we're going to leave her to it, and we'll go back to scanning. Okay, we got a transfer to North America. We were actually shuffling around, you know what, we'll come back to this in just a moment. We were shuffling around a few of our interceptors to try and get more active craft, and we have one laser cannon over Africa, which is good. Simtex Cato, though, needs 19 days of repair. We're going to take him. We're not going to let him repair. We don't need him in North America. We're going to put him back over Europe. He'll be transferred in 2 days, and he's going to spend 19 days after that repairing, but we need better coverage. Now, having done that and sort of fucking up our coverage, I note that the aliens immediately have launched an all-out assault over Europe, which is suboptimal. But on the plus side, this is a small scout that's low over Germany. We got a pretty reasonable chance of bringing this down, even with just rookies with avalanche missiles. And Simtex Cato, it's like 2 weeks till anybody else comes back, but I think we'll be okay here. So let's see what Blinker Kamala can do. This is as simple an intercept as it gets here, boys. If you can't bring this one down, you're probably not long for the world with XCOM. So do what you can. We need a better than average intercept here. Maybe if you do well and get a kill, we can upgrade you to a laser cannon. Think about that, huh? We are on aggressive. There we go. All right, so Rookie getting it done with less damage than some of his more experienced counterparts, I gotta say. That guy, you know what? I'm pretty sure that performance just earned him a laser cannon. Nicely done, Kamala. Little blinker. The blinker, sure, he blinks a lot and looks kind of like a fluttering eyelash, like a old-timey librarian who's flirting with you maybe just a little bit with the fluttering of the lashes, but while he may look like a goof-ass, he can get it done in the killing department. We still have not received our rookies. Look at this list of fatigued troopers. It just does not end. The Wolverine's going to be back in a day. Machiavelli back in 3 days. Shock Attack Zulu and Joan of Arc back in 4. Well, we're going to go. Do we have enough troopers to do a mission, right? Sort of. We have 9 troopers and we need 8. And this is possibly one of the worst combinations of teams that we've had in a long time. We would have to take 2 scouts. What? Well, we can take the rookie, and when I say we can take the rookie, I mean we're absolutely gonna take this rookie. We need the rookie. Jeez, we got to get more troopers. We just hired some, but they still haven't showed up. Our new hires aren't in yet, and this would be the perfect opportunity for new hires to get a little work in, I'd like to add, but that's simply not going to happen. So let's grab Mata Goodtime Hari. She's our closest to level. We are going to need a base of fire gunner here. So let's get to work. We'll see what we can do. I mean, we may have to short this mission. We may have to go short a man. I don't like it, but it might actually be the best solution to a particularly unfortunate problem. Do I want to take Steve Irwin? Maybe. We might need Steve. Actually, unless we're going to go 2 men short, we kind of have to have Steve. This is such a waste. I'm sorry, Steve. Allow me to apologize. Just preemptively apologize here. This is a true waste of the talents of an insane madman like yourself, Steve. Hey, that's all right, mate. I understand. These rooks here need somebody to go in there. Show them the rope. Show them how it's done. Got to tail an alien or two before you can, you can't exactly ride the big dog until you've petted a small dog. So we'll take them out there, let them pet a few, get their feet under them, get their arms around the situation, and hopefully they won't have to do this again in the future. Everything will be hunky-dory. So Simone de Beauvoir has the battle scanner ability. We're also going to give her a battle scanner and some ceramic plating. Let's get Simone done. I'd like to note our strike rifle is also still not done. And we ordered that like 5 episodes ago. So the aliens are really piling on us here. We'll take Louis Anthrax Pasteur. He's going to be a fine addition to this little team. I don't think we'll go with the phalanx armor for Lou. As much as I would like to give Lou the phalanx armor, I think we're probably going to have to take another scout, and as such, he's going to need phalanx armor. We're taking a medic here, not because I necessarily want to take a medic, but I kind of feel like we sort of need an additional trooper on the, and there's the ancillary benefit here that Joseph the Cleaner Lister will likely clean up a level, assuming he survives, so the father of antiseptic surgery is going to go help cleanse this battlefield simply because of a lack of better options. We can either take Jane Sporty Austin We can take Virginia Big Bad Wolf. I do not want to be in a situation where we don't have at least one heat ammo gunner available at all times. This will leave us without a scout, though, for our next mission. That could be very bad. Thomas Edison will be back in 2 days. 3 days for pancakes. 3 days for Ava Perón. 3 days for Atlas King. Yeah, we're gonna... Ugh, this is problematic. No, it has to... Unless we're gonna go 2 men short. Or would that only leave us 1 man short? What if we go with Sun Tzu? We take the War Dog, we give the War Dog the Phalanx armor, we also tie a nice little barrel of brandy underneath his chin like a Saint Bernard, not because it's useful, but because it's fucking adorable and we just can't resist ourselves. Scatter laser pistol, ceramic plating arc thrower, and then we take the rookie, who is active, did go out on a mission on her last time out, did not level, and therefore can't not level this time unless she's dead. She also has 20 psychic EXP. And then what if our last slot is, what if we just roll the blank? I mean, we don't, just because we have 8 doesn't mean we have to take 8. Now, it is a bit of a drawback because it does reduce our chances. You know, as poor as her aim is, this laser sight is not going to help instrumentally, and with only 6 health, the ceramic plating has a non-zero chance of saving her life if she gets shot. I think Lena Kramer is better off here with the plating. But not, what if we just don't take a 7th man? What if we just, or what if we don't take an 8th man? What if we just roll with 7? That leaves us Jane Sporty Austin and Big Bad Wolf on the comeback. I really don't like it, but I think this has got to be the way it is. Yep, we're gonna have to roll, we're gonna roll light on this one. I don't like the wasted opportunity for experience either, but honestly, until our new rookies arrive, we don't have anybody who really needs the experience. I'm not pleased with this situation. I don't like rolling short. This is like ropping up to your homies and going out for the drive-by and finding out you only got 9 bullets in the clip of that MAC-10, and you can't really spray a drive-by properly with not enough bullets in the clip. I mean, those things burn through ammo at a furious pace, and if you don't have the full load,
target site is near the German border.
There's no way you're going to keep your turf safe from those encroaching Crips, man.
Area. If there are civilians in the area,
I don't know what we're going to do.
The
Crips and the Latin Kings, once they get word of this, man, they're just going to roll us. Operation Brutal Sword. Probably not going to end well for us. I don't like rolling shallow, man. You got to roll deep, yo. Roll deep. Like Adele. You got to be rolling in it deep. Also, rolling in the deep is the way that Adele likes her burritos. She likes them rolled in the deep, specifically the deep fryer.
Copy, Big Sky.
She likes deep fried burritos. She does. And there's nothing wrong with that. Deep fried burritos, not a product I've ever tasted, but I'm sure they would be delicious. It sounds amazing. Where are we in relation to the zone walls? We are in a corner. Alright, so we've got a small UFO, which I'm... Based on the presence of... Actually, I know which map we're on. The small UFO, it's going to be right over here. So we just came in on a standard small UFO map. We're just in a corner. Usually there's a pod right over in this neighborhood. So let's operate under the assumption that that pod will be there as per usual. We do not have a sniper, which is a little unfortunate. Simone only has 1 battle scanner because she doesn't yet have the battle scanner ability. That fucking sucks. I thought Simone actually had battle scanners. Not that it would have mattered. I mean, we could have brought Virginia Big Bad Wolf instead, but I sincerely think that would have been a terrible idea. It would have not been good.
Time to get this ball rolling.
Yep. Okay, so this is expected. Now, I'd like to point out for those of you Rocketeer apologists who say, now this is the perfect situation right here for the Rocketeer, a pod of aerial flyers. As soon as we popped them and they moved, how many could we possibly hit with a rocket at the same time? 2 at best, assuming it didn't scatter, and it's gonna fucking scatter. I mean, it's gonna happen. On the drawback side, we do not have a sniper, and Not a Good Time Hari can't get a shot from where she's at, so we're sort of boned. This is not good for us. Why don't you hunker down? I'm a little bit concerned about our assault trooper who moved forward. We do have reasonable supply of heavy cover here, but why is Joseph the Cleaner Lister toting an assault rifle and not a laser rifle? Could we have done ourselves any further disservices on this mission? Because apparently coming in 1 man short wasn't enough of a handicap. I felt I needed a bigger challenge, I guess? Is that what's going on here, guys?
I'm on it.
Overwatch for Lister. We could send Steve Irwin in to, in all likelihood, get a kill, but if he did, he would wind up flanked, and that's not really an optimal solution for anybody, particularly Steve Irwin. Actually, I think we're going to bring Steve over here. We're going to have him hunker down, actually. On the plus side, the pod was sort of right where I expected it to be. So, I mean, I called that one. I got that one right. All right, Rook. How is this only half cover? It's only half cover because you're not fast enough to actually get to the full cover? Because you suck.
Position confirmed.
So we're going to have a little hunkering down here for the rookie then as well. These floaters are no joke. We can't really afford to take a lot of chances here. They could really hurt us. They could hurt us and hurt us bad. Those floaters should be too far away. What can you do with a grenade here? Probably get a kill. Almost certainly get a kill. We got to do this. This has to be done. So we're going to have Louis Anthrax Pasteur score the first kill for us with his nice little delicious long-distance alien grenade, which didn't quite get us home. Unfortunate. All right, let's see how Team Floater reacts. We are going to get an Overwatch shot here from Lister, but this is definitely not going to kill the enemy even if it gets a hit because 4 damage is just not enough. Moving and overwatching. All right, he's coming up. We did not get close encounters. That was actually a pretty lucky miss. That wasn't a flank shot, I'd like to point out, but still, it was a reasonably lucky miss for us. We are not gonna do... Yep. Louis taking some damage. That might still be on Louis's armor, or even if it is only 1 point of health damage, Joseph Lister will be on scene to keep him safe. Shooting at our unit that hunkered, so Steve Irwin is still safe. This is a pretty big pot of floaters. And taking a suppression there at our other assault. This guy's gonna fly high and get himself killed. Is he coming down over here? That was the oddest flying high I've ever seen. So Louis Pasteur took 2 health damage. God damn it, we didn't give him plating. Shit. Alright, we're in a bit of a pickle. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty unpleasant situation for us. This is a lot of opportunity to go real bad, real quick. On the plus side, let's try and focus on the positive here. We actually have some pretty respectable shots. We do have to worry about our left flank here, and even though this shot is a little lower percentage, we're gonna take it, because either one of these hits, it gets a kill. You have covering fire. These floaters are completely out of control in build 15. Completely out of control. Covering fire, close encounters, all of this shit adds up to a not particularly fun gaming situation. Alright, Kramer. I don't suppose you could do much of anything useful. You know, Kramer actually has some not terrible shots. They're not necessarily what we need, but they're not terrible. Lister with a 50-50 shot, probably not good enough. Steve Irwin is about to do some really good work for us here. If this guy has close encounters, we're going to be in deep shit. He does have the 7 health total. We're going to have to chance it. I'm sorry, Steve. I don't like doing this, buddy, but it has to be done. All right, fantastic. So this is going to be a kill then. That floater is done dealing. That does free us up just a titch. Alright, so Pasteur, you took some damage, which I do not like. You can definitely get a kill. Can you do it from here? I hate using all of his grenades this early, but we gotta cover our flank. Louis Pasteur is gonna homogenize this bitch for us. Yeah, you're done dealing, sir. Or not quite. Louis not getting fantastic work out of those grenades. Alright, Joseph the Cleaner Lister, clean up this situation. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, right?
So Joseph Lister is still getting the kill despite having a very unfortunate weapon loadout. I feel more than a little stupid for leaving him with an assault rifle. All right, De Beauvoir, what can you do? Not really much of anything. Let's go ahead and take this shot. Now, De Beauvoir does have low profile here. She should be all right. Sun Tzu is still suppressed, which is a bit of a problem. Kramer, I don't reckon... you know, Kramer's got a non-zero chance at a kill here. The little rookie takes her first kill. Oh, my little baby. She's growing up. She's getting so big, so fast. I just don't know what to do with myself. I think we put you on Overwatch. We're gonna drop the War Dog into Overwatch and see how Team Floater reacts here.
They're starting to lose ground.
So they're falling back. That guy's not shooting at anybody. He's straight up running. Interesting. I'm guessing this guy also is gonna straight up run. They are indeed. So Team Floater is definitely falling back towards reinforcements. We can fully expect them to be near another pot of something. Alright, Lou, you need a little patching up, so let's grab the Lister. Let's get him over in the neighborhood to do the patching. Don't necessarily like this cover situation, if I'm fully frank. By the way, my name is not Frank. It's Pete. So, you know, I'm never fully frank. I mean, sometimes I do feel a little like Danny DeVito in Always Sunny, which I guess kind of makes me frank at least a bit, but I never feel fully frank. Like, I never have the full-on DeVito experience. I just don't really get it.
Affirmative. Moving out.
We have to assume there's going to be another pod over here that those floaters are falling back toward, which is fine. I do not expect either of these moves to pop that pod. So we're going to take our 2 assaults. They'll go forward. You can see what? Nothing particularly useful. This squad sight shot it's just not going to happen. That guy's way too far away. We're going to move Matahari forward, try to get her in a little better firing position. What's Steve Irwin's chance to hit here? You know, it's not fantastic, but it's not shameful enough to not drop into Overwatch. I think we'll bring Kramer up in a support position in case either one of these guys decides to come back at us. And Louis. Oh, baby, get your ass to full cover. Yeah. Already shot once. Oh, Louis, don't get hit again. Oh, you're going to the infirmary for 100,000 years, which we would prefer you not do. Alright, so we're going to take De Beauvoir, we're going to advance her. I very much apologize for the singing there. It was uncalled for and inappropriate in the extreme. Man, I really wish you had actual batter scanners, Lena. I really do. We got to get her a little closer, and
Heading out.
this is somewhat risky. Alright, we still can't see the enemy, which is good. So we're going to double Overwatch here. We're just going to play this one methodical, a dyed-in-the-wool killer. We're also going to steal some dialogue from the Fifth Element and take one of the patented Gary Oldman lines. Do like a dyed-in-the-wool killer, clean, methodical, methodical. We're going to do that. Lena Kramer. We have no Overwatch to speak of, but honestly, I'm not really sure we need it.
Affirmative.
Lister's going to head to this tree. We're going to have him crack a reload. Got to autoclave the tools. He did a little bit of surgery, and the man was a stickler for clean. It was kind of his thing. I would love to get you closer. I do not want to have you in half cover, though, when closer happens. I don't really have a choice, though. Somebody has a motion tracker, right? Who is that somebody, and where are they located? I'm pretty sure it's Joseph Lister, actually, that has our motion tracker, now that I think about it, which is not fantastic. Alright, let's see if we can get the battle scanner out. Where the hell did those floaters run off to? We didn't see them at all last turn. So there's almost got to be a pod over here that they're running towards, or they're trying to get us to come in and activate the Ethereals, or the Outsiders, rather. So there's the floaters. There's a meld canister over there, which theoretically we should be taking at least kind of trying to make a run at. We could run and gun to here. We have no idea what else is over there. That would be a terrifyingly stupid move. It's actually, there's definitely a pod that's going to be over in this area. So yeah, you know what? We're going to advance more cautiously. There's no need to be brazen. It doesn't really pay any dividends for us to do so. We will be a little brazen with Lena Kramer. We'll take her forward, have her step up here. She did spot the meld canister for us. Matahari, it says she has a shot. Matahari she doesn't have a shot. She doesn't have a shot. Just like to point out that Matahari, despite what the game says, does not have a shot here.
Roger, Dodger.
So we're gonna have, you know, I really think a lot of like full moving here is probably our best bet.
I'm on it, Commander.
Let's get Sun Tzu up here. We're gonna drop him into Overwatch, and I think we'll have Steve Irwin come up for a little Overwatch as well. Let's hope none of these bastards has a grenade, because if they do, we're in deep shit. We gotta get, yeah, Matahari, we gotta get you in a position where you can start doing some damage. Pasteur, I would love to get you in a position where you can start doing some damage as well, but I just don't trust you to not get shot again, so why don't you advance and do the hunker, sir. Do the hunker! Get down. Get down and do the hunker. It's a new dance where you just crouch down. It's actually not really a dance, it's more of a defensive maneuver. But crouching down, I mean, crouching also is totally a word, by the way. So Matahari has a shot. Double 91%, well, we're absolutely taking this. So one floater eliminated. That's one problem solved. Where is Joseph Lister? Alright, Lister, I want you to advance to this tree, and then we're going to use one of your charges here on the old motion tracker. We need to know if we're about to stumble onto a pod. It does not appear so, though there is a raging out of... Oh, these are meld canisters or raging out of control fires? Because I thought those indicated raging out of control fires, but clearly they actually indicate meld canisters.
Heading there now.
It is meld canisters. Now, it's important to note there is still one floater somewhere over there. So let's grab our little lightning reflexes, Simone de Beauvoir, and get her over into the neighborhood, just to make sure it's going to be safe for everybody else to advance. Oh, no floater. Alright, this is excessively risky, but I think... Wow, Sun Tzu is giving me the acknowledgement that I've made the right decision here, saying who dares wins, saying go for the meld, man, go for the meld.
It's been secured.
I felt a little insecure about that maneuver, but as soon as Sun Tzu reassured me, you know, I immediately felt better about my choice. It speaks ill of me that my team actually has to reassure me. It's not a good thing that I require my own troopers to reassure me about decisions I'm making. I should be, and it should work in reverse. I should be the ones reassuring them, but I've never claimed to be a good commander. I never have. I'm just the man that they got to do the job. I've never said it was the right job for me or that I was good at it. So there've almost got to be outsiders in here, right?
We've got company.
Only one, though. And honestly, he's in a real bad spot. Okay, we can... what do you got? A terrible shot. That's what you have. We can still make this work, however. I kind of like our chances. Oddly enough. I feel... excuse me? There's, the floater. Son of a bitch. And you were where, sir? In Bullshit Town. That's where you were. You were full on in Bullshit Town. Alright, we gotta come back to Louis Pasteur then. I was gonna have him throw a grenade, but with that floater there... I'm not really sure we can afford to take the chance. Please tell me someone has a shot at that guy. No one has a shot at that guy. That's exactly what I needed to hear, guys. Thanks. We may have to have Lou dash out. As much as I don't want to do this, it's probably... Oh, God. Pasteur's going to be in the hospital for a billion fucking years now, too. That's a double kick in a taint, is what that is. A double kick right in a fucking taint. Kramer, what's your hit percentage like here? Not ridiculously shameful. Sun Tzu, how close could you get to the floater? The answer is close enough, probably. You can't, no, you can't, because your run and gun is on cooldown, where you used run and gun to get a pointless can of milk. Alright, Simone, let's get you up where you may theoretically be able to assist. What's your hit percent? 52% is respectable. I think we can make this work. This is going to be a bit of a risk, but, well, Sun Tzu just said it a moment ago, folks. Who dares wins, and I think this is our time to dare. Is this going to destroy a flight computer? Pretty much, yeah, it's going to destroy one. Yeah, you know what? At this point, I think it's probably worth it. Let's go for it. We got to get this kill. We could fall back, but I don't want to risk Louis Pasteur's life. Alright, so that's excellent. Pasteur has eliminated his cover, and now Simone de Beauvoir should be able to finish this guy off. De Beauvoir? Yes, 82%. Simone not letting us down. Take that, Jean-Paul Sartre. Clearly, we know who the more efficient killer is, and it ain't you. It ain't you. Alright, so our little rookie then has a 51% chance. It's gonna have to be enough, Rook. Oh, the rookie delivers. Perfectly done, ma'am. Lena Kramer has been fucking spot on this mission. And all that leaves is for Big Daddy Steve to come in and end this piece of shit's miserable fucking existence. Yeah, I'm talking about you, you floatering piece of shit. You are fucking dead. You're dead to me. Also, you're just legitimately dead. So you're not dead to me. You're dead to everyone.
All mission objectives completed.
So Operation Brutal Sword, a success. Very, very unfortunate outcome for Louis Anthrax Pasteur, though. He's gonna get a nice trip to the hospital. That right there is why I don't like rolling short. I really don't. That was not good, is what it was. It was not good. Even another rookie might have been the difference between Louis taking that wound and being out for 33 fucking days. Oh, shit. That's a long time. Alright. These rookies, we gotta go battle scanner. It's not a choice anymore. Simone de Beauvoir, I gotta say, though, is coming along quite nicely as far as scouts go. She's doing well, and she is at maximum psychic EXP as well. So Lena Kramer has a 62 aim. She's not gonna be particularly good at either of these jobs. She'd be okay as a scout or an assault with her 13 movement speed. She would be, at best, a mediocre infantry trooper, but not a terrible one. She'd just be sort of mediocre. As a sniper, she's a complete war crime. As a support trooper, though, she'd be okay. So really, numerically, it's to our advantage to re-roll her. It's more likely that she becomes something useful than that she becomes something terrible, which means as soon as I click this button, she's a sniper. You know, okay, an assault. She wouldn't be the worst assault we have. Also, can't we ever fucking random an infantry? We have like 9 assaults. Not that I'm complaining, because, you know, she could have been a sniper. So please take this criticism for what it's worth. I'm glad to have another assault on a team pretty much any time. They're real good, so don't get me wrong. But it would be nice, once in a while, if we could come up with maybe an infantry guy. I like infantry guys. Some damaged flight computers, a damaged power source. We did pick up the 11 meld out of that can. 1 intact flight computer. And some random corpses and a very tiny amount of Illyrium. We're going to need some cash. We got to get an influx of the cashish. We need the ducats. We're excavating, so we don't really need them for 4 days, because this is where we're going to build, I think, our alien containment facility. Oh, we already have alien containment. Scilab. We don't really want to build our Scilab there. That would be better for a regular laboratory. Satellite uplink goes there. Probably some power sources are going to... Ah, shit. We're going to need a lot of money then. Alright, this is, yeah, this is not good. We need to get this lab started as quick as possible. But right now, we don't really have anywhere to put it. So let's start getting rid of some corpses. We got a lot of sectoid corpses we don't necessarily need. How many possible Florida corpses could we need at this point? I'm going to sell 2. Thin men corpses, we have a ton. I'm going to go down to 20. Muton we haven't done the Muton autopsy. Let's hold on to the Muton corpses for now. Berserker corpses we're going to need. Those aren't going anywhere. Cyberdisc Rex, not going anywhere. Chrysalid carcasses, similarly. Drones, we could probably spare a couple of. Those, of course, we can always spare. That's 101 credits. It's enough for the excavation.
Nothing
That's
to report
fine.
at the moment. Boards are clear.
Well, I'm glad you interrupted us then. We weren't, you know, negotiating on the black market or anything, Bradford. I'm real glad you came down to tell us that there was nothing to see here. Very much thank you. It's like an Irish cop. Nothing to see here, laddie. Go ahead and move along. There's nothing to see. Nothing to see. Go ahead. Be about your business now. So we're going to excavate there. That'll be done in 5 days. Honestly, we only cost ourselves 1 day. And then when it's done, here is where we will build our psionics lab. Which at this point, I'm kind of hesitant to put people into the psionics lab strictly because we have enough people who are already out of action, and taking more people out of action for psionic training is going to leave even bigger holes in our roster. It's a little unfortunate. 2 days to a laser... That's still 2 days away. Holy crap, we need a break. It's been a long time since we've caught a bit of a break here. Armored fighters in 5, sectoid interrogation, improved avionics is good. That interceptor gets to Europe. Finish our 2nd motion tracker. Wow. Alright then. So time is a flat circle, but also that flat circle is dragging very, very, very slowly across the ground. I mean, basically, the aliens are just jigging time off the bottom, hoping that we, like a largemouth bass, will bite into what's down in the deep mud. And it's working, because we're in not a great situation. But it is what it is. If we have to skip a mission, you know, hey, we may have to skip one. If the next one comes up and we don't have a team to do it, maybe we should consider just letting some go. Arguably, this may have been a mission we should have considered letting go, in fact. We might have been better off. Louis Pasteur would not have wound up in the hospital. We'd have more and wider and better variety of troopers to build a stronger team for our next mission. It could be a mistake to try and engage them all, but I just can't not do it. Just can't not do it. I just can't not do it, which is the worst possible way to say that I can't do a thing. Anyway, I'm going to wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more XCOM, consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.